fans, followers and customers, I welcome you today from the workshop of HPerformance in Germany to show you our next technical development on the DAZA engine. Some of you may know the car in the background, the TTRS that had our GTX 35 Gen 2 turbo kit with our special CNC machined collector exhaust manifold already installed, and we drove this kit on the car so far with 700 horsepower and 720 to 730 Newton meters. To raise the power level higher, we have to take care on a few factors. On one hand, the torque level on this engine in this stage on the stock block is now reached. That means we cannot go higher with the torque without risking heavy engine failures. So that means the torque is limited on one hand now, and also the power output is limited now by the compression ratio on one hand, that is 10.0 to 1. Remember, we drive street pump fuel 102, and on the other hand, it is limited by the strength of the rod that is installed in the stock block. Our stock rod, as I told you now, is definitively on the limit with those 720 Newton meters, and that is where our HPerformance H-beam rod comes in play. That means that we have bought from different suppliers, from different countries, rods to test them and to have a look what is already available on the market. So we had then 10 rods at all and tested them here at a company in Germany, made some tests with these rods for us, where we checked the hardness of these rods. Why did we do this? Because the documentation, the technical documentation and also the material documentation often is very, very low. Sometimes it's not even available. If you have some luck, you get the weight of the rod and you get the documentation that it's made of a steel out of the 4330 family of steel. So you never know exactly what is really in those rods. And this is where we say we don't install parts into customers of engines where we don't really know what is happening with those parts really. So as I told you, we gave them to a company that tested them for us. They made a hardness test. So this is the ARC test, hardness after Rockwell in the level C. That means that the material is treated by a diamond, and after that it's checked how big the surface is damaged, how deep the surface is damaged. So you can then check how hard and how strength this material really is. What we found out, we had rods starting from 35, 36 HRC up to the best one was 38 HRC, and we had one with 34 HRC. It was really heavy, was even heavier than the stock rod. So then we decided to make our own design of the rod. We added some special features. We decided what material we are going to use, and we ended up with a 41 HRC on our rod. This is our entry-level H-beam rod. This is compared to the stock one. It's nearly 10 gram lighter. We can make measuring now. Just come over. We check the weight of the rod. Yeah, come on. Here we got the stock rod that weighs roughly 584 gram. And here we have our custom H-beam rod. There's 562 grams. So we save roughly about 20 grams. That means we have a stronger rod, we have a much better material, and we save 20 grams. That is multiplied with 5, even 100 grams that we don't have to accelerate and that we don't have to move forward at the crankshaft. Furthermore, we will add some special rod bearings that are very more reliable and stronger than the stock ones. They are already part of our engine pack 1, and we have some stronger valve springs in our engine kit stage 1, and we will add additionally some HRP heat studs so that we can then prevent the cylinder head moving upwards from the engine block. Okay, I will show you some more facts, some more documentation that we do in-house. Just come over. As you see, we have here the completely disassembled engine. Cylinder head is already removed, the drivetrain is away, the complete turbocharger exhaust unit is already dismounted. And we, as I told you, we make some documentations on this engine when we disassemble them. That means that we measure every cylinder on 3 positions, on top, in the middle, on the bottom, and check the values, document the values. We make some documentation as well on the piston. That means we measure the piston on 3 different positions to have an overview about the usage of the car, how much is the cylinder worn out, how is the damage in the cylinder, can we go ahead with this engine and build our performance pack onto the engine, or do we have to consider or even get reworked the engine. So as I told you, we have now this car, the mileage is 22,000 kilometers. We haven't had any kind of usage on the engine block, neither on the pistons, so we can now take our special HPerformance H-beam rods, install it into the engine, put our engine pack together into the car, so we can go ahead with the performance level. The reason why we decided to make this engine pack is very easy. You find different horsepower applications spread out all over the world. You can buy turbo kit from here, there, upgrade turbo here and there. But we decided now to make packages that make the engine go last for a special horsepower range. So this stage 1 kit brings our stock DAZA engine to at least 750 horsepower and about 850 to 900 Newton meters of torque. The next step is then with special designed and special material pistons that we have already in order, that are already made. We did the same with the pistons like we did with the rods. We checked some available products in the market and decided to go our own product again to have the the best performing product that is available. So the summary now is we have engine pack stage 1 that is going to be used in this car. We will reassemble then the complete engine. We will make some driving videos, make some performance tests, 100 to 200, maybe some quarter mile tests as good as possible with the street tires, and we will then see how the car performs. Thank you very much that you have watched our video. We are going to continue in the next video with the special pistons that I told you for our next engine pack stage 2 that can handle up to 1000 horsepower with special alcohol fuel. And so far, thank you for watching. See you soon. Cheers. Bye.